Hi, I thought I'd take a second here and show a way of making cordage out of natural fibers. What I've got here is a length of raffia, which is a grass fiber, and what I'm going to do is called a reverse twist. Several other people have done videos on this in the past, I know, but figured I would go ahead and do one also. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of this length, right? And you can do this with any natural fiber, and this is how I make my bowstrings using sinew and everything else. But this makes an extremely strong cordage. I'm going to find the center of the cordage here, and then I'm going to offset it just a couple of inches so the ends don't exactly match up. I'll explain the reason for that here in a second. But where that point is that I've designated as the center, which isn't the exact center, but where I've designated here, I'm going to take my right hand and pinch down on it, and my left hand and pinch down on it, and I'm going to twist it in opposite directions of each other. So I'm going to take my right hand and I'll twist it away from myself, and my left hand I will twist toward myself, twisting it up tighter and tighter until I start getting a loop on itself. You'll see where it kind of collapses up and binds up on itself and will make a loop. See how it wants to come up there and make that little bit of a loop? Okay. Make that as tight as I can. Then I'm going to grab that point. Now I've got two different strands you see here. The top strand, I'm going to twist it away from myself. Then I'm going to grab the strand that would be on the bottom and reverse it to make it the one on the top. And then I'm going to pinch that point where it comes together. Again, I'll twist it, the strand on top, away from me, grab the one on the bottom, and make it the one on top, just reversing it back on itself. So you'll see how the strand on top now is fairly loose. It's untwisted. I'm going to twist that up fairly tight, as you can see there, and then I'm going to take the one on the bottom and I'm going to grab it between my index finger and middle finger, holding the one that I just twisted with my index finger and thumb. Reverse the order of where they are, so that the one I twisted is now on the bottom, the one that's untwisted is now on top. Pinching it in my left hand at that point now to hold it so it doesn't unravel. I'll repeat that process until I get to the end, and it takes a second to kind of get the feel for how to do this, but once you get the feel, you can actually go extremely fast with this. And what it does is when you twist this one direction and then reverse it, when it tries to unravel itself or untwist itself, it bites in and binds in with the other strand, actually causing it to stay bound up and twisted. So you're making a strand of rope, braiding in effect the two strands together. Now you'll see how that kind of grips on itself and holds itself tight. That's called a reverse twist, and you can do that like I showed, twisting the ends up real tight on itself so you don't even have to tie a knot. It will be literally one strand. Let me get down to the end of this, and I'll show you how to continue on with another strand. Once you get to the end, if you need a longer piece of cordage, I'll show you how to incorporate another strand into it to continue your length. Give me just a second and I'll be right back with that. Okay, I've got a length here braided all up, and I'm coming to the end of my strand, right? But I need to make it longer. So what I'm going to do is I will take another strand and I will lay it right on top of the short end, the tag end, right? And I overlap them a little bit. You notice that I've got a couple of inches of this tag end that I want to add to. I've got a couple of inches that haven't been braided in yet. That gives me a chance to incorporate the next strand in, adding its strength so it actually ties itself in really strong. And I'm going to overlay just a little bit, maybe an inch or so. So this end will be about an inch longer than past this section where they join. And then I'm just going to very simply continue on with that same exact pattern, twisting it in, using the two strands that I've now joined, treating them as one strand. So here's the tag end with the strand that I'm incorporating in. I will grab them both as one, twist it up, and then reverse it back. Then I just continue on doing that, and it will incorporate itself into the length as I go. And you can do that with both strands. If you remember in the very beginning, I had them offset. The reason I had them offset is because now where this joins together and brings a joint to this, the next one will not be side by side, so I won't have a weak spot in the cordage. It actually staggers where the two pieces are joined together, so I don't end up with a weak section. But as you can see, it doesn't take long to do it. The tighter you twist it, the thinner your rope will be. And this adds a tremendous amount of strength to the cordage you've got. You can do this with most plant fibers that are fibrous, like this would be. You can do it with tree barks. You can do it with leathers, hair, just about anything that gives you a fiber similar to this. Sinew works really good. And then when you have the little ends like this, which is where it frays up a little bit, where I've added pieces in, all you do is just touch that with a little bit of a heat, just like you do a wood for paracord. Burn that off, and you won't even be able to see that it's there at all. So I'll be able to burn this off, and it'll look like one continuous piece all the way through. But anyway, that's how you do a reverse twist, also called a Flemish twist. Thanks for watching. If this video helps at all, please like and subscribe and leave your comments below. Thank you.